excuse may be, I am too young for this. Your excuse may be, I will do it later. Your excuse may be, what will happen to my boyfriend? Your excuse may be, what will happen to my girlfriend? Your excuse may be, what will happen to this person and this sweet thing I'm enjoying? That is not the point here. The point is, how will your future look like without Jesus? How will your destiny look like in the future without Jesus? This man never knew that the same spot where he was standing, that he has concluded that nothing can come out of, that there is so much blessing hidden from the human eyes there, until he allowed Jesus. Immediately he allowed Jesus. Jesus showed him the dimension of God that he had never witnessed before. Praying always without changing attitude, without changing character, without changing our lifestyle to be the lifestyle, to start living the lifestyle of a Christian, is a waste of exercise. The foundation of a house is what matters, because if the foundation is destroyed, there is nothing that house can become. If you build a house on a cracked foundation, after some time the house will collapse. Are we together here? The house will collapse. So if you want to enjoy the supernatural, touch your neighbor, say the old is better. Say the old is better. Follow the method that our fathers laid for us, the method of serving the Lord, the method of holiness, the method of holiness. The Bible says, without holiness no eye shall see the Lord. The method of holiness, that holiness that many people in church don't want to hear again. The old is better. The life of Jesus is not a life of sin. Jesus was not a sinner. He came to save a sinner. When you say you have accepted Jesus and you are still living in sin, what exactly do you accept? Is it Christ? I don't think so. John was talking. He said, he that is born of God sinneth not. You know what it means? He that has accepted Jesus. He that is born of God, means he that have accepted Jesus. He that Jesus lives inside of, sinneth not. He that is born of God sinneth not. So when we become a believer, the first thing that makes us a believer is our change of life. Is our change of what? Our change of life. In Romans 12 verse 1 and 2, Paul said, I beseech you, brethren, that before you present your time, before you present your wisdom, before you present your money, before you even present your gifts, what did he say you should first present? Present your bodies. Present your what? Your bodies as what? A living sacrifice. That is what? Say holy. Holy. Present your body. Keep your body holy. Because that holiness is the most acceptable unto God. Is the most acceptable unto God. Are we together here? Is the most acceptable unto God. And that's what Satan is fighting in church. Is the most acceptable unto God. Because that is our reasonable service. Every other service is not reasonable until the body is brought under subjection to the will of God. You know, the church don't want to hear a message of holiness. Do you know why? The body. The body has not been subjected. And they need Jesus. They need the supernatural. They need the power of God to move. But they don't know the secret. If you want to enjoy the supernatural effortlessly, Change your ways. There are some things we pray for in church today that we ought not to pray for. There are some things we fast for in church today that we ought not to fast for. Today, church, 80% of people are running around for miracle. You can't prophesy, you can't do deliverance. People won't come around you. People won't come around the church. I put it straight to you today, believers, that miracle, deliverance, move of God is not the presence of God, it's the gift of God. Say the gift. If you want a sustainable manifestation, if you want a result that is enviable and undeniable, change your ways.